Windows and Current Affairs, and today we again take a look over the very successful 2018 World Youth Forum that was held in the Red Sea Resort of Sharm el-Sheikh and gathered more than 5,000 youth from 169 countries or more. And it's the first time that the world youth are being, youth from all over the world are seen by the whole world as one united entity, unified and working over one major project. That is the issues and causes that come to the interest of youth and nations. Of course, this is resulting into having common ideas or agreeing over common ideas and rooting out common issues and ideas like peace, prosperity, unity, like integrity, many other important issues, equality, gender equality, like common opportunities worldwide, and many, many other important elements that come to the interest of not only youth, but any nation that is seeking sustainable development. And we're very delighted to be having with us Engineer Ahmed Barrani. He's Head of International Marketing Campaign, World Youth Forum 2017-2018. And he came with his package of experiences. He's going to talk to us about the backbone and the foundation for the World Youth Forum, which is the marketing campaign that succeeded in gathering 5,000 youth from all over the world. Not only doing that, but affecting countries to register themselves and requesting to join in through their official requests. Good evening, Engineer Barrani. And let's first talk about how did the idea of the World Youth Forum spark to you guys?
When talking about the idea of World Youth Forum, I should say that the Presidential Leadership Program, there was a core of this idea. We are the people who are the youth who offered this, who suggested this idea to the President. The idea comes in 2016 when the President Fattah al-Sisi launched 2016 as the Year of Youth. After that, we succeeded in organizing the first National Youth Conference in Sharm el-Sheikh 2016. In this conference, we have two recommendations: to make this conference in a monthly base, and the other recommendation was establishing the National Training Academy. The President agreed about our recommendation, and we already succeeded in organizing 5 National Youth Conferences. In the third National Youth Conference in Ismailia, we presented the idea of the World Youth Forum, and we asked the President why not that we can invite the world youth to come here to Egypt to see what we are doing after the success of the National Youth Conference. In the fourth National Youth Conference, the President agreed about the idea, and he announced about the World Youth Forum 2017 to be held in Sharm el-Sheikh in November 2017. So it was a fast response from the President to our ideas in 2016 and in 2017, and finally we organized the World Youth Forum 2017, and we just finished also the World Youth Forum 2018.
Being a member of the organizational committee that was in charge of marketing campaign for 2017 and 2018, I want you to talk to the viewers about your experience, because that was a one complicated, heavy task, but you succeeded profoundly. Talk to us about the steps that you have taken and the ideas that you initiated in order to effect such success and inspire other youth from all over the world too.
Regarding the marketing campaign, as I was in charge for it in 2017 and 2018, in 2017 it started with us with something called the World Festival for Youth and Students in Russia. I was invited to attend this conference. This conference have 30,100 youth from 180 countries. So when I decided to go this event, I organized this with my colleagues in the Presidential Leadership Program, in the organizing committee, and I take a lot of materials and brochures regarding the forum, and I already traveled there with the Egyptian delegation. I talked, the Egyptian delegation, they are not all in the Presidential Leadership Program, but they are youth from Egypt. When I talked with them about the importance of the World Youth Forum and we should promote this forum among the 180 countries, among the 3,100 youth in Russia, they totally agree with me, and we start working in the forum. We didn't do anything unless that we are marketing for the World Youth Forum. We have a lot of activities there. We have a great support from the Russian Federation there. We have a session about the World Youth Forum, about the achievements in Egypt, about the National Youth Conference. We succeeded to introduce the youth experience in Egypt to the whole world among the youth in Russia. This was a marketing campaign for 2017. We already promoted it among 30,000 youth from 180 countries. In 2018, it was something different. After the Sochi, it was World Festival for Youth and Students, the conference which I was talking about. After this conference...
It was held in Sochi?
In Sochi, Russia. After this conference, Russia invited 300 people to come there to establish a new international movement there. I was one of them. And when I traveled there, we already was connected with 300 youth from the most active youth worldwide. After that, when we was arranging for World Youth Forum 2018, I was in connection with the most active youth in the world. We are all friends. So when I asked them that we are organizing now World Youth Forum 2018, and the idea comes for me also for this campaign that it's a fully funded forum, that we are paying the tickets, we are paying everything, accommodation, everything for the guy. So the idea comes, why not that we can use this opportunity to market to Egypt and to the World Youth Forum. And I already started discussion with the 300 active youth about what about that we can make international marketing campaign, and each group of youth in their countries promoting for Egypt and for the World Youth Forum there in their countries. What I see from them and from their motivation, I see something really great, that they are very motivated, they have a passion. They told me that we should start right now. I didn't have approval about the idea, but when I see their passion and their motivation, we already started in promoting for the World Youth Forum in their countries. The idea of the campaign in 2018 that we are working in 85 countries. We have working groups from the youth inside the country and from the Egyptian youth who are living abroad in this country. So we created groups from this youth in promoting for the World Youth Forum and for Egypt by taking photos, by taking videos, by making media releases, by radio.
Exactly, I wanted to, you have now raised a very important point. When someone hears about you as a campaign, Egyptian youth, campaigning for Egypt, to introduce Egypt to the world, to reintroduce Egypt again to the world, and trying to set incentives, I would wonder, how would you promote for Egypt? How did you promote for Egypt? What did you say about Egypt that the world, or Egyptian, the world youth in particular, don't know about Egypt? How did you speak about Egypt?
I can say that the forum itself, which the forum do that itself, not
regardless of the forum. What would Egyptian youth now in 2018 say about Egypt, speak up about Egypt?
The Egyptian youth? We started the campaign with the Egyptian youth. I can be back to the campaign that we organized this. All the organizing committee for the World Youth Forum, they are the presidential leadership program. And also in the marketing campaign, we have a combination with the three batches that we can organize this campaign. So we are all Egyptian youth who managing this process. But the idea that we started it with promoting for the World Youth Forum. After the youth come to Egypt and after they see the organizing and after they see the hospitality here in Egypt and after they see themselves Egypt and how the people are treating with them, they went back to their countries. I know most of them and I know a lot of them. They are talking with their families. Do you know that I have some issues before they come, especially the member of the marketing campaign, I have some issues with their families and their parents. They said that Egypt is not safe. They are afraid that their children travel there to Egypt. They were really afraid. When I talked to them and said that everything is good and everything is fine, don't worry about them, and they already come here and they enjoyed their time and they see what Egypt offering for them, and the prices and the gifts and the hospitality and the treatment from the other youth and the connections they do. They went back to their countries and they talked with their families. Now time I have more of them, most of them, they would like to visit Egypt with their families again. So this is the success of the World Youth Forum and what it, how it's rebrand Egypt image in front of the world.
How do you find the difference between the first time it was held in 2017 and now in its second time in 2018? Of course, there is maturity. We could find as observers, the whole world, watching Egyptian youth and the way they organize the whole event, there is a very evident, very clear maturity in the way it is brought up to the whole world. But in your own assessment, what is the difference between both of them?
I can say that the first time and the first experience should be, we already tried this several times, starting from the presidential leadership program and our first batch. It was the first experience, and our top management said that we are trying it together. We are building this community. So I think from 3 years ago, every time we're starting an initiative, it was the first time that Egypt doing something like that. In 2016, it was the first time that the president decided to have a program for the youth to help them to help them in the leadership and to let them know about how the government works and how the country operates and something like that. So it was the first experience. Also, when we organized the first National Youth Conference, it was our first experience that we organized a conference like this. Also, the World Youth Forum, when we suggested the idea, we don't imagine that we will do something like that and we will do this success because it was the first experience. But what happened now in 2018 that we learned from what happened in 2017, and we see what kind of faults, what kind of we gain more experience. It's already reflected in 2018 when we have more initiatives and more, maybe I can say that we have something called World Youth Theatre. So it was the first time that we have something like that. Our forum this year depends on the 7 pillars for the Egyptian character. It was not happened in 2017. So we gain a lot of experience from what happened in 2017. We updated ourselves, and also in this version, we will know the feedback of the youth, and we ask them, how do you see the forum the next year? What's your expectation? What was your feedback? What was your recommendation to improve ourselves also in 2019? So this is the idea that we are developing ourselves each time. That's what we learned in the presidential leadership program, and this is also what the president said to us, that we are working and we have a target, we are going to work with it, but we are developing ourselves and we are developing our skills each time. Each experience giving us a lot of, we gain from each experiment a lot of experience, and it was reflected in the next time. As it happened in the National Youth Conference, we organized 5 National Youth Conference. In the first one, it was totally different than the 5th one. So also the World Youth Forum in the first version, it was different than the second version and will be different than the third version. So this is the total idea that we are, as we are working, we are gaining more experience, we are learning from our work, we are trying to develop ourselves each time.
From your own point of view as the head of the international campaign for, or the campaign, the marketing campaign, international marketing campaign for the World Youth Forum, issues like, for example, the educational reform program, economic reform program, social justice, tolerance, I mean, ideological tolerance, I mean, unity between different religions and differences between people inside Egypt, open-minded cultural background, issues like that are good marketing for Egypt, especially that we have taken a leap ever since President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi have come into office, and we have effected a lot of development over these fields. Exactly. They were deteriorating. So how did other youth, what was the impact of these issues over youth watching that this really exists in Egypt?
Sure, I'm totally agree with what you say, that it was reflected to the Egyptian youth and to the world youth also. But what I want to say exactly in the international marketing campaign is that we are not planning to have all of that. It's not planned. We depend on the innovation of youth. As I told you that the campaign have about 350 youth from 85 countries. They are from the most active youth in their countries. We were we were learning each other. We are gaining experience from each other.
What were they interested in?
What?
What were they interested in? Those youth
I have a
coming
pool in our group, and I asked them to say their interests. I think that I have 19 interests: international cooperation, design, graphics, production, editing, web development. When I see this pool, and when I see their interests and their field of expertise, I was impressed really, because I found that we have everything in this campaign. We have, do you know that the videos, they produce the videos themselves. The designs, we make the design ourselves. The promoting, the media coverage, we have actors, we have youth from President Office, we have youth from Ministries of Youth. We have, it's really a great variety. We are gaining experience from each other. In this campaign also we have normal youth. They don't have even any experience. Some of them are shy, how they will share in this marketing campaign. They don't know how to start. We was assisting them.
You were assisting them.
Yeah,
but if you allow me to interfere, because we could see over here, over the screen, the 2017 activities of the World Youth, and if you would like to comment.
Sochi, yes, that's what we were talking about.
Your trip to Sochi?
Yes, this was in the World Festival for Youth and Students. It was the biggest festival held in Russia. This festival started in 1948 and held each 4 years in different countries. The last year was in Russia. I attended this conference. As I told you, that I agreed with the Egyptian delegation there that we should market for Egypt and marketing for the World Youth Forum, and we're trying to talk with the youth there about Egypt, about the experiment of Egypt in the youth policies, and the organizing of the National Youth Conference. And now time we are organizing the first World Youth Forum, and we are inviting the World Youth to come to visit Egypt. A lot of them, they were strange about Egypt. They were afraid about Egypt. They don't know about Egypt as much as, because I think, you know, the international media and the image they say about Egypt.
They're not reflecting the right image.
They are not honestly say what happened. And I see that myself from the youth themselves and from their parents and families. But when they came here in 2017, we tried to rebrand Egypt image in front of the whole world. And also in 2018 we have a great success in this, because I see that myself, in not only in the youth as I told you before, but also with their parents and families and relatives and friends. I can say about them, about the attendees of the World Youth Forum, that they are now the real ambassadors for Egypt. They are the people and the youth who are defending for Egypt and say the truth. They already came to Cairo, came to Sharm el-Sheikh, and they see, as I told you, the hospitality and the networking they are doing with other youth, and they can send this image back to their countries and to their families. So I think it's a great success in 2017 and in 2018 campaign also.
What exactly was the theme of the 2018 marketing campaign? What did you use? What elements?
I told you that in 2017 I traveled myself to Russia, to the biggest festival in the world, to marketing for our forum among the youth there. In 2018 I was invited also to travel to several conferences, but when the idea launched, I said that I'm not traveling now time. I will be here in Egypt, and we will manage this campaign from our home. I was managing the campaign from the office here in Egypt. I'm not traveling, no one traveled to any countries, but we make use from the youth there. Maybe in Russia, for example, we have about 15 members working in Moscow only. In Russia, it's the biggest country in the world. In Moscow, we have 15 members working in this campaign. I think in the period of the campaign, we have about 3 conferences in Russia. So the members of this campaign, they told us that they are going to attend some conference in some places in Russia. So they taking the marketing materials with them, logos of the forum, as you see in the pictures and in the photos, and they went there to these forums, and they start talking with people there about the World Youth Forum, and that Egypt is organizing World Youth Forum 2018, and they start discussion about that. How do you see this forum? What's your ideas? So it's not only promoting by taking photos. They open real discussions. In Turkey, for example, the member of the marketing campaign there, they go to the most public places where the tourists are there, and they have videos with them. They're asking them about their idea, about how they see Egypt. So in different countries, I say it's 85 countries. It's something new to the world. When I see the impact of this forum and this campaign especially, I see that the whole world sees that it's the first time that the youth are cooperating together in the same project. And this is the real meaning of success.
Did you use digital marketing also?
It's mainly depending on digital marketing because, yeah, sure, digital marketing was social media by general was one from the tools we used. But I asked them also to go locally because it's not only for the social media. In the forum, we have a full session about the social media impact and how we can make use from it. But in the marketing campaign, we have several categories. We have the local marketing campaign in the cities and in the main squares because it's the most important thing that when you are a resident in some country and you see youth from the same nationalities talking with you about Egypt and about something, any project, you will listen from him because this is the same nationality and the same thinking and the same culture, so you will understand from him more better than I go with myself and start introducing about this campaign. So it's the most thing that makes success for this campaign that we depend on the youth in their countries themselves, not any other parts. And after that, when the members see each other that they are posting photos and videos and they are talking about the forum, they start to have more innovation and more passion. Some of them start to make a TV interview, others start to make a radio interview. So the idea was, as I told you, I was not planning for all of that. I'm just planned that we will make some activities regarding the forum, but the youth themselves, and because they are the most active youth I have ever met before, their innovation and their passion makes a lot to Egypt, and they really succeeded in rebranding the image of Egypt in their countries.
And you succeeded in gathering more than 360 youth from over 85 different countries. How did you manage to do that? I mean, that's quite I mean, you effected a real change. I mean, 360 youth, over 360 youth from 85 countries, and promoted for the idea so that other people would ask requests to join in. Explain to us, how did you do that?
I can say about the last point that now time, after launching the international marketing campaign, I got about 700 member requests to our group. How we manage this? We manage it by Facebook group. So we use social media and we use the technology in connecting together with each other. How I know these guys, I know them.
These are the 2018 marketing campaign.
Yeah, this is their work and some of their photos.
This is the workout.
Exactly. So.
And you set an age range? Did you set an age range?
According to the forum policies that we are accepting from 18 to 35, so it was the age range we are working with. And also because I have connection with some of these youth before in Russia and in 2 meetings in Russia, so we already was connecting. I was connected with some of them. So when I launched the campaign, we opened the door to accept new members. We start accepting members. We closed the door after 3 days only from the opening. As I told you that now time, I think from 2-3 days before, I think that we have 900 member requests now time they want to join this campaign, especially that when the members of this campaign came to Egypt and they see what happened here in Egypt, all of them say that we never expected that we will see something like that will happen. And because of them and because they are making a lot of networks and they are making connections with the World Youth Forum attendees, now time I find myself and my WhatsApp and Facebook, I'm receiving a lot of inquiries that a lot of youth, they would like to join the international marketing campaign for the next year. So this is the real meaning of success. When you are working with active youth and with more, passionate youth and motivated youth, you will find new ideas come. I can say that they branded the World Youth, not me, they branded the World Youth Forum as the biggest youth event in 2018. They branded this themselves. So as I told you that working with active youth, making a lot of, giving you a lot of ideas, giving you a lot of passion, and I think it was something great. And when I see that the world, all the world are talking about that and what happened and how the youth are united in working in the same project, I think it's something great to the global and to the universe. And I think also that the governments, the world government, not Egypt only, should focus on youth and should listen to their voice and their needs and to try to communicate with them as we are doing here in Egypt.
Did you receive any kind of support at your campaign or for your campaign? What was the form of the support? I mean, regardless of the presidential program and some entities who were assisting you, but any other kind of support and empowerment?
If I'm talking about the support really comes from the members of the campaign because they are the most effective. But without the support of the president himself, President Fattah al-Sisi, without the support of our top management, without the support of Dr. Rasha, the CEO of the forum, we will not do this success. Also, the main success comes from the organizing committee of the International Marketing Campaign and also the organizing committee of the World Youth Forum. Because the International Marketing Campaign, it was the first step. But after that, we have a registration team, we have ticketing team, we have accommodations team. So if we are not working together in the same thing with the same soul to achieve the same target, we will not success. So the success comes from the teamwork, not only from the marketing campaign, but from the organizing committee of the World Youth Forum and how they compile together and how they are helping each other and how when I have issue with ticketing in something, I call my friend, I have issues. So I can tell you that we, in the last days before the forum, about 2 weeks before the forum, we were not sleeping even 2 or 3 hours per day because we are trying to solve all the issues. Because what we see only in front of our eyes that we need to have a good brand to Egypt. When the youth come, when the international youth come to Egypt, we need them to say that they see well-organized work, and that's what also we listen from them and what also we see from their feedbacks.
Right. We need to know about the measures or what criteria have you set in order that people would join in. I mean, what measures are supposed to be taken or supposed to be required in a young woman or a young man who was supposed to join?
For the marketing campaign, it's different than the World Youth Forum. World Youth Forum has the official website and a lot of fields. Anyone can register on the website according to the details and according to the selection criteria, and this is regarding the organizing committee and the selection committee in the organizing committee of the World Youth Forum. But regarding the World Youth Forum International Marketing Campaign, it was so much important for me to know who is this person and how he's saying.
In what sense?
I can say that in the Facebook we have different criteria and we have different tools that we can specify that with the guys. In the Facebook we have some questions. According to their answers, we was selecting the members who will join in this campaign. Also, we have a Google form to specify to know their expertise, their field of experience, how they will help, what their ideas about promoting for the forum. So all of these criteria helped us to success in selecting the most active members. And as I told you that after opening the world, after launching the official campaign from Egypt, we closed the door for accepting new members after 3 days only because we have a huge number of youth want to apply. And as I told you, it was the first experience. I don't know what will happen in the future. All the members will come or no. And also we have some problems that I can't include all the members to the campaign, but we select some of them, some of the most active members from them. But as I told you that we are working and we are discovering ourselves and our passion and motivation and the new ideas. So the real success for this campaign coming from their members and how they spend their time and their money. I want to say that in some countries they make brochures and print out on their own cost, and they were promoting for the forum with that. So it's never happened. Some countries.
So how did you convince them to do so?
How?
How did you convince them to do so?
This is the passion of the youth. When they see the others are doing some work and going to schools and going to universities and make presentations and going to TV, so they are motivated themselves. They see that when we have something in the video, we have some videos, it's new idea that we were challenging. We want to motivate the youth between each other in our
each
classroom.
is giving his own thoughts. This is exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to take the viewers to see the videos of the participants of your international marketing campaign, and each is reflecting their own thoughts throughout the work out of this campaign.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see them together.
Hi, I'm Alejandro Marquez from Mexico. I have already registered myself in the WYF, the biggest youth event in 2018 that will be held in Egypt. Mexican youth leaders will be there. You? Apply at wyfegypt.com and join us in the conversation.
Hello, Minilava. Greetings from Myanmar.
YU Forum 2018 in Egypt.
The biggest YU Forum in 2018 in the city of East Sharm el-Sheikh. You can register here. Register.wyofegypt.com. See you in Egypt.
Hi guys, good evening. My name is Ishman. I'm from Hungary and I'm the member of the International Marketing Campaign team for the World Youth Forum 2018 in Egypt. I'm right now here in the beautiful Tunisia after sunset, and I have a beautiful, nice company from Tunis, Mariam.
Hello, hi, Aslema.
Mariam, have you already heard about the forum which is going to be this year in Egypt?
Of course, how can I not hear about it? I mean, I love these kind of international events because it helps you grow your network, meet new international people who are leaders of organizations and professionals, and exchange ideas and thoughts.
And have you already applied?
Of course, I mean, it's obvious that I like this kind of gatherings, so I just applied.
And can you help us please to make the delegation from Tunis even more bigger?
Well, I shared with my network, and I am trying my best to spread the awareness about this event.
So thank you very much, Mariam, and I hope we are going to see each other in Egypt soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Audio Jungle. The next station is Egypt. Egypt, we are ready!
Well, that was a number or different people, youth from all walks of the world in life who are promoting for the World Youth Forum that is held in the Red Sea Resort of Sharm el-Sheikh, each in his own style and from a different cultural background. And they all succeeded in reflecting the world's attention to that spot, charming spot in the world, which is in Egypt. And of course, we can give the credit to the international marketing campaign, and because of this sparking, inspiring idea of convincing those people, more than 100 or something, to be able to wage that campaign, and just for the sake of Egypt, and some of them didn't even attend.
Yes, this is the point I want to discuss. First,
you must be so influential.
But first, I want to say regarding the videos, because there are 4 or 3 videos only which appear now. We have about 2,000 videos.
2,000 videos.
2,000 videos from.
So you have other segments.
Yes, 2,000 videos promoting for the forum, and about 3,000 pictures promoting for the forum. So now we see about 3 or 4 videos, but we have 2,000 videos.
But let me ask you a question. Honestly speaking, What would I benefit if I promote for an event, a major event that I'm really, I hold great admiration, but I'm not going to attend. I must be convinced so much. I mean, the motivation should be so strong. Explain that to me.
Because we stressed about a new point of volunteering and building international community. This was the first post I posted in our Facebook group, that it's not our target to promoting for Egypt and World Youth Forum, as it's to build international community from active youth around the world. So when the members see others posting photos and going to make presentations, something like that, they were motivated. I told you that we have some of these people, most of them are students or something like that, so some of them, they don't have the experience. We were learning each other. We are gathering experience. I remember that I have phone calls about on WhatsApp and Facebook for 30 minutes and for an hour, guiding them how to do that. Some of them are shy, some of them don't know how to do it. So if you didn't empower them, if you didn't motivate them that you will do and you can do and you will be a member and you will be an active member with us, so these words and this kind of words make some motivation with them and give them the ability to start working. So the main idea, I didn't say at all that you will work with us and you will come to the forum. We didn't give any grants or any or anything like this to them. But what we see, what I say, that I will introduce their work to the top management, and the forum is targeting the most active youth. So when we find two youth, one of the two youth are active in the same level, but one of them working in the promoting for the campaign and the other not, so we may select the one who promoting for the campaign. But I didn't give any promises.
But
with
the other one might have a better chance next year. But before we end up our very precious time with you, because of your campaign, more than 10 different countries asked to make official cooperation with Egypt in youth policies, and that's a major success I could consider. One of the major successes of this
also,
forum.
this it's not planned in our campaign, but when we see the motivation, the idea started in Russia, that why not we organize a meeting with the ambassadors there, and when we succeeded in this, we see that we can make use from this meeting by making official cooperation. As I told you, that the power of youth can exchange a lot and can bring the distance between government in the world. So that's really what happened. We have about more than 15 ambassador meetings worldwide. The international marketing campaign team in each country go to the Egyptian embassy and meet the ambassador or the vice ambassador or someone from the embassy. They are talking about the World Youth Forum and the youth policies in Egypt, and most of them asking to join the National Training Academy, to have a dedicated program for them in the National Training Academy. And I'd like also to say that one of the recommendations of the World Youth Forum 2018, that the President said that National Training Academy will have a dedicated program for the African youth, and something like an African PLP. So the guys and the members of the international campaign, when they talk like that with the ambassador, I really see the ambassador feedbacks, and I was managing this process myself, so I see that the ambassador were really impressed about the information that the youth got. We were talking a lot together to let them understand the full situation and what we are doing in Egypt. And when they go to the ambassadors and say this information, some of the ambassadors asked to have some kind of international cooperation. Some of them say that he will arrange with the ministries and the government in their countries regarding this cooperation. Some other countries already sent official cooperation letters regarding the youth policies and some and this issue. So what happened from this campaign also, the feedback, it's reflected on the international cooperation, that the youth power can build new relations between countries. A lot of countries, most of them, we didn't listen about them. We don't know about Uzbekistan and Azerbaijan. I think that Egypt was not represented with a good way there. So these countries now times they know about Egypt. The youth inside these countries, they know about Egypt.
But with the soft power of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and his earlier visits the past 2 months to these countries, we were introduced at our best to these countries.
Exactly. And again, I want to say that if the youth trusted themselves, I told you that it's not the only goal for this campaign to marketing for the forum. No, the goal is to build strong international community from youth. When the youth gather together and they working on the same project, really they make a real difference. So it was the first project for us, and for myself, I'm planning to have some kind of other projects and other international cooperation, because when the youth got the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi always say to us, when we are one hand, we will do a lot. I see that the same point. When the world youth gather together, we have hashtag called Together We Can. We branded this hashtag with the forum, Together We Can. So if we are connected together, if we are one hand, if we are working in something, one project, the same mutual project, I think that we will have a great success to the world. Yes.
With that very influential note, I'm going to end it with you here, Engineer Ahmed Barrani. You are the head of the International Marketing Campaign World Youth Forum 2017-2018 and also 2019, inshallah. Hopefully.
We have to see it to let the chance
Best of
to
luck
others.
with all your
And also I would like
plans.
to say that I'm not only managing this campaign, but I have Amr, he's my colleague from PLP Batch 2, and I have my assistant, which is Rowan from PLP Batch 3. Really thanks for them, because they help a lot, especially Rowan, she was helping and managing with all the team, and we are following up with them. Imagine that you have 300 group on WhatsApp, you are responding to them, you are replying to everyone, so it was a huge...
and the director of all the groups, of course, Dr. Rashari, you said.
Yeah, the director of the CEO of the forum, she's Dr. Rashari.
Many thanks to her, and you've done a great job. Hopefully next year you're going to effect more success, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you for coming, and best of luck to you, Engineer Barrani. And I guess this brings us to the end of this edition of Windows and Current Affairs. Many thanks to all of you, and until next week, that's a goodbye.